What's up guys, Brad back on the channel, a brand new video. Today's video, I'm going to be previewing the match Nottingham Forest vs Huddersfield Town at the City Ground. So obviously, we're coming off a 2-0 defeat against Wigan Athletic, which is it's embarrassing. I'm not, no disrespect to Wigan at all. They're a championship team, they have every right to be in this league as much as we do, but in a relegation battle with us being the home side, we really should be taking at least a point out of that game. To not come out with any and to lose by 2-0 is pretty bad. And for all the fans that are thinking that other fans are thinking negative, they have every reason to think like that when, you know, what's happened in the last game has happened, because you don't go winning all these friendlies and then lose the only game that makes sense. It's just not really good for your season. So like I said, we're travelling to the City Ground on Sunday to play Nottingham Forest. They have some threats, like Joe Ollie, a player that we sold to them. We could not see how much potential he had to be the player he could be, and the player he has become in the Championship. He's ripped it apart really, more so last season, but he's still got the skill set and he's still got the threat that he had last season, and he's doing really well for Forest. And I'm worried, like, he was quiet when we played them at home, but he could well and truly cause some damage away from at home against his former club, which is us. So he's a threat, Graben's a threat, Amiobe, Cash. You've got some good players for Forest. They would not be in the playoffs if they weren't a good team. They have been a bit inconsistent with form and with results, but you don't get to where they are without being good. A bit of it can be luck, as demonstrated when we got promoted, but Forest are a class team and I just don't see us getting anything from them. So based on that statement, you have to assume that I'm not going to go for a draw or a Town win, and I simply am not, because I've not been shown any fight in the last game, anything that sort of says to me, yeah, we can go and get something from Forest. I just don't think we can. And the score prediction I'm going with is a comfortable 3-1 Forest win. I just don't see any other alternative really. I just don't see us getting out, and I rarely find myself thinking like that with talent. Like, sometimes I think, yeah, maybe this guy could get us that, or that could get us this, and for me it's nothing other than a 3-1 Forest win. Lolly's going to get one, Cash will get one, and Graben will get one, and then for us I reckon, what do I reckon? I reckon Smith Rowe will get it, but 3-1, I just don't see any way in which we can get a point at least from Forest. They'll be at home, it's their advantage, and do you know what? I think they're gonna nail us. They're gonna roll us over. Obviously, one of the factors that I'm thinking like that a bit is because Simpson will probably not be playing for us, and I think Bakuna or Trevor Chalobah, as Carly stated, will be playing in right back for that game, and they're just not used to that position as much as their natural position. So that's another you know, another negative thing that's happened to the squad. So I just don't see where these points that are going to keep us up are going to come from, to be honest. Like, you'd think we'd beat Luton, but if we can't do Wigan, then probably can't do Luton either. After all, they draw to Preston. We've got Preston as well. They'll probably put a couple, 3 or 4 past us. West Brom, God, that's going to be a goal fest. I'm really sure, unless I see something different on Sunday, I just don't see any points coming in, not quickly at all. Anyways, I just don't. I'm just struggling to see like what we as a team have that they don't. Like, Grant's great, Bakuna brilliant, O'Brien a great player, Smith Rowe, but I'm seeing 4 players that are really good out of, you know, a team that probably has more than that, or a more organised team that's scoring and defending. Like, when we went up to the Premier League, we're a really defensive squad, and we only won by a couple of goals. But now we're more of an attacking squad and we can't defend. It's like we've just gone from one extreme to the other. So yeah, I don't know what to expect, to be honest. I'm just going to go with 3-1 because I don't want to make a fool of myself and back down again. So 3-1's in my head what's most likely, but it could easily be something different. They could put more past us. We could surprise Forest, and we could get a point. I don't see us getting a win. I think that's highly unlikely at this stage. We never know though, it is the Championship after all, and stranger things have happened, so it's a possibility, but it's just a very, very, very unlikely possibility. That's pretty much all I've got to say. Again, it's just me ranting about how Town have just not been rising to expectations, of course, and I think Forest they'll do us. But one other thing as well, just before you click off the video, I'm in a Twitter group chat with a couple of Town fans that just have a laugh, post stuff about Town, like, and someone mentioned to me about doing fan cams. Now, if you don't know what fan cams are, it's basically what Arsenal Fan TV and Middlesbrough Fan TV do. They sort of get fans after the game and sort of interview them, talk them through what they thought, how to improve, etc, etc. Arsenal Fan TV, I think I'm not sure, but it is a little like far-fetched. They're always moaning, they're always having a go at someone, the board, the manager, whatever. But if that's something that you would be interested in watching and you would like me to start doing on the channel, obviously at the start the quality would not be up to that level because I don't have 1 million subscribers. I can't get said equipment, but with just basic stuff that I use anyway and basic editing, I feel like I could do a job with it. So if that's something you'd like to see or something you would like to take part in, obviously when the season gets back up and running, if you'd like for me to speak to you and, you know, for you to feature on the channel and get your opinion voiced and heard, then that would also be great. If I am doing this, I'm going to need people that will, you know, come to me after the game and sort of crack on with it. And then I'll post a match day vlog as normal, and then as soon as that's up and running, I'll just get up to editing all the fan cams, as many as I can do for said game. So if that's something you'd be interested in watching and or interested in taking part in, then comment down below, DM me on my social media. You probably know what it is already. Link will be in the description along with my new gaming channel. Trying to perfect video editing techniques and making thumbnails, just so people are more inclined to click and stay watching the video. All of my videos as well. I'm just trying out new things whilst we're in this period where I've got the time to do it, just to make my my content that little bit better and that little bit more eye-catching on both channels, of course. So if you would like to take part in it, DM me on Twitter, Instagram. Both will down below. Both will be down below. Both are at Brad Barbs and just Brad Barbs for the Instagram, and the gaming channel, which is Brad Barbs Gaming, will be down below as well. So massive thanks for watching this video. If you agree with my prediction, agree with my ranting, leave a like. No better way of telling me that you agree with me and that you like watching my content, of course. Comment down below if you would, you know, if you would say a different score prediction, a different mentality, a different thinking in the mind. Like, so I'm thinking quite realistic and negative. You might think positive. Comment down below if you think like that, how you think the game will pan out, of course, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Nearly at 2k. I did not expect that coming so soon. If we could get that soon, that'd be greatly appreciated. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.